Okay, so we're going to do a quick review on graphing. Okay, so we're asked to graph this equation y equals 2x minus 1. First of all, if this was a multiple choice questions and I'm in a rush, I have a graphing calculator. This is in slope intercept format. You have y equals mx plus b. So this is your m, this is your b. In that format, you can just put it straight in the calculator and get your graph. But if you're doing it manually, and I taught you how to do it manually in my class, and I never give you calculator when it comes to graphing. Okay, so always label your x and y. Okay, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, this b looks very close. Let me write the equation one more time. 2x minus 1. Okay, so we're graphing 2x minus 1. Step 1 is always to graph your y-intercept. Y-intercept is the point where your graph intercepts, your line intercepts or crosses the y-axis at that point, which is 1. That's why it's called y-intercept. Negative 1 on the y-axis. This is 0. This is your origin. So negative values are always below 0 for y. So you're going to put your big dot right here. And remember, when you're graphing, all you need is two points to get the shape of the line. And another thing you have to keep in mind when you see these problems, I would always see if the slope is positive. That way I know if I'm making a mistake when I'm graphing. If the slope is positive from left to right, not from right to left, from left to right, the line should go up. Okay, so that's another idea. You have to have it in your head how the graph should look. It should look something like this, not like that, because it's a positive slope. From left to right, it should go up. Alright, so now how do we graph this? Now let's come to your slope. Remember, slope measures the steepness of the line, and by definition, it's rate of change, meaning rise over run. I have a rise. Rise is 2. I can see that, but I don't see a run. So make it a fraction. 2 over 1. 2 is your rise, and that invisible 1 is your run. So we're going to rise, literally rise from that. It's a positive slope. So positive slope always means, I'm going to write positive slopes, always means you can go up and right, or you can go down and left. Okay, because negative and negative gives you positive, positive and positive gives you positive. And negative slope means you can go down and right, or you can go up and left. Down means negative and right means positive. Negative and positive gives you negative. Positive and negative, because left means negative, gives you negative. Okay? Negative and negative, down and left means negative, and negative gives you positive. So you can just keep in mind. Okay, so this is positive slope, so I'm going to go up 2. So that's, here we go. So from 1, negative 1 to 0, that's 1. That's 2. So you rise 2 and you run 1. So go over 1 right here, approximately. Okay, this is not a dot. This is just a little ticks that I couldn't see. And then you just connect the 2 dots as good as you can, and you have the graph. This doesn't look that perfect, but that's how you do it. I'll do one more graph for you, which is y equals to, what if it's already in fraction? What if it's already in fraction? Okay, and it's negative. Okay, so your slope is negative. Keep in mind, y-intercept is positive 1. Put a dot at 1. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay, so all right. So you put your dot at 1. You're gonna rise down 1 because it's negative 1. And then remember, you have to go down and right, or you can go up and left. It will still give you negative. So go down 1 unit, and right 2, because your rise is 1 down and run is 2 to the right. Run is always on the x-axis and rise is always on the y-axis. Okay, but you always do it from the y-intercept. Okay, this is a better looking line than the other one. Alright, so this is how you would graph y equals to mx plus b if you have to do it quickly. Now, what if I don't have my y equals to mx plus b format? How would I do this? So let me just get a paper. Okay. So what if I have a standard equation, 2x minus 3y equals 6. Now, some of you would, I've seen you a lot of times in class, you try to put this equation in calculator. Now, in your calculator, you don't have anything like this. The only thing you have in the graphing calculator is y equals to, and this does not say y equals to. This says 2x minus, this is not a slope intercept. In order for it to be slope intercept, you have to have y by itself. It has to say y equals to. Alright, so if I want to put this in the graphing calculator, if you want to use the graphing calculator, then you have to rewrite this equation, this standard equation, as y equals to. Okay, so I'm going to do it on the side because I'm going to show you two methods. This is the first method. So I would bring down the negative 3y, and then I would bring down 6, and I would move the 2x to the other side. And whenever you move it to the other side, as I said in class, it turns out to be negative. So you have 3y equals to, let's write it clearly, 6 minus 2x. Why did 2x turn into negative? Because you moved it over to the other side. It was on the left hand side. Think of the equal sign as a divider. It was on the left side. You moved it to the right side, so it changed. Negative 3y stayed. Didn't change. 6 stayed wherever he was. He was on the right hand side and he stayed there, so he did not change. Now we're going to have to divide everything by negative 3 because you want to get y alone. Watch out for the signs, guys. So negative 3 cancels out and you have y equals to negative 2. Okay, and then 2 over 3 plus, because negative and negative cancels out, x. Now you can put it in the calculator, that's fine. But if I was not comfortable with this method, moving things over, how would I do it? Is the question. The method here is called xy intercept. What I usually do is substitute, to find the y-intercept, substitute x with 0. 2 times 0 is 0, so usually I cover this up and write 3y equals 6. That's how you find your y-intercept. How would you find your x-intercept? Substitute y with 0. 3 times 0 is 0, so that wouldn't make any difference. So I cover it up and write 2x equals to 6. So write 2x. Now what is y? Divide both sides by negative 3. Y-intercept is equal to negative 2. And x-intercept is equal to 3. Now I'm ready to graph. X-intercept goes directly on x-axis, 1, 2, 3, and y-intercept goes directly on the y-axis, which is negative 2, so go down 1, 2 on the y-axis, and you have your line. So again, there are more than one ways of doing the problems, but you do have to realize what format has been given to you. So this is just a quick review. We've done a lot in depth, and of course we have grid paper when we work in class, and as you can see, I'm not working on the grid paper. But if you're a good artist, well, I'm not a good artist, you don't need a grid paper. I hope this helped. And again, anytime you forget how to do these things, anytime you lose notes, you know where the videos are. I hope this helped.